A rejection of Australia and all that it stands for, or a simple act of freedom of speech? The debate on the burning of our national flag intensified this week after Liberal Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price called on politicians to criminalise it.
Things need to change, especially at a time when our nation is facing social cohesion challenges unlike we've seen in generations. The Coalition calls on the Albanese government to enact legislation that criminalises the destruction or desecration of our national flag.
This comes after a weekend of tension across the country where videos emerged of protesters taking a flame to the flag. For more, Senator Price, Shadow Minister for the Defence Industry, joins us live in Canberra. Good morning to you. So if the flag is a symbol of freedom, some would say that includes the freedom to burn it.
Look, what really concerns me is the fact that the flag is a symbol of our nation. I find that it's betrayal to burn our flag. Our soldiers, when we lose them, when our diggers pass away, their coffins are draped in the Australian flag, a flag that they fought for our freedoms under. And it is desecration. It is ultimate disrespect to our nation. And I truly would like to see the Albanese government put in legislation to make it illegal to burn our national emblem.
Your proposal was voted down by the Greens and Labor yesterday. What do you think most Australians think about this?
Well, I think most Australians, and I think they demonstrated over the weekend how they feel about our country and about our flag. I think in recent times, you know, a lot of Australians have been vilified, and the suggestion it is that they're racist, somehow racist, if they take pride in who we are as a country and in our flag that represents us as a country. And I find that, you know, our Prime Minister standing in front of three flags divides us into three people when we are one people. We are the Australian people, and we need to take that back, and we need to reinstate pride in who we are as a country, because we are a remarkable country that should be celebrated and not denigrated.
OK, so if neo-Nazis are marching through the street, some would say in the name of hate, should they be able to wave the flag in the name of hate?
Absolutely not. Not in the name of hate, no way. And I utterly condemn those who call themselves neo-Nazis, who are basically inciting hate in our country, just as much as I condemn those who wave flags that belong to terrorist groups such as Hamas or ISIS, or carry the photo of the Iranian dictator. You know, those sorts of extremists, there is no room in this country for that level of extremism, which is occurring on both sides and should be utterly condemned on both sides. This is what's lent itself to the rise in anti-Semitism in our country, and our Jewish Australians should feel absolutely safe, but they don't in these current circumstances. But this has stemmed from the Prime Minister failing to call out those protests on the footsteps of the Opera House back in October, back
after October 7.
After October 7, correct.
So are you saying there is a groundswell of hatred in this country that is brewing? What do you want the government to do? What do you think Anthony Albanese should do?
Well, Anthony Albanese needs to stand in front of one flag and one flag only that represents the entirety of the Australian people. He is the leader of this country. When you look at us in a global setting, we look confused. We look as if we are three people. He needs to start in stating that we should be proud to call ourselves Australians, proud of our history in being part, the first, whether we're the first Australians, whether we're those who have convict heritage, which is certainly I do. I'm proud of both sides of my heritage, whether we come from a migrant background, which of course my husband is, and my children wouldn't be who they are today without all of those elements of what it means to be Australian, and to celebrate this country. This is what we don't do enough of, celebrating who we are as a country. That's what our Prime Minister should be pushing more of and standing up for.
OK. Senator Price, thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Here's Sheva.